We have another question, which is, I keep sabotaging my relationship. Ooh, who doesn't keep sabotaging their relationship?
Like all the best relationships all built on self-sabotage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw that one on you, Anna. So, did you ever sabotage your relationship, and what did you do?
Okay, first of all, I want to really address that when we feel disconnected from, and I feel like we answered so many questions. We answered that at some point in the past, that when we feel disconnected from others, it's really our inner being screaming, you're not there for me. When we feel that others are attacking us, when we feel unsafe in relationships, it's really all of that is within you. So I would strongly suggest, oh my God, like this is just something that has to be addressed on a deeper level, because we will go into these patterns over and over again, not understanding why do I keep self-sabotaging my relationships, right? And unfortunately, this is something that people only begin to see over time. Like, okay, I had these like 4 or 5 relationships. Who's the common denominator, right? So it's easy to blame and to antagonize the other person until you begin to see a pattern and realize, like, wait a second, I'm the common denominator here. How do we break free of those patterns? It's really important to understand what the root cause of this is. And this is something that we're going to be going deep into in the course, in the Confident Connected Woman course, which is starting in June. So invested in this work.
So good.
It's so good. It's so good. And
Yeah.
understanding just how this healing container that is provided, because it's a combination of pre-recorded lessons, and then there's also live Q&As, which were really there for you, supporting you, which isn't a chance for you to be coached directly by us, so that we can support you in your healing journey. Because this is deep, you know, it's like we're going into, I've been doing this all my life. There's some subconscious programming, and a lot of people just ask, well, how do I get out of that? Like, just give me like a painkiller, a quick fix of how to deal with that. It's like, it's a deep root cause. Like, I can give you a painkiller, but it's not really going to resolve the source of the pain, right? And this is what that self-sabotage is really about. Why are we self-sabotaging? Why don't we allow ourselves to feel love? Why do we feel closed off? Why oh God, so many people have that, you know, when they're in a good relationship and they start going into, well, no, something has to be wrong, or I'm not safe, or, oh gosh, I have so many clients that they were just used to like a chaotic situation in their family. So when their partner and them would just be happy and be okay and would have no arguments, they would feel so not okay in their body. Like, there was just like, we're not fighting. I feel like, you know, there's no love, there's no passion, because like it's just too calm. And I go like, this is good. This is calm is good, you know, but their system isn't used to calm. So that's just an example of, you know, why there might be self-sabotaging there. So again, this goes so deep, and this is something that we're addressing in the course. But Yudita, can you give us actually a step, right? What can people walk away with if you catch yourself?
Yeah, simple step. Well, we will be definitely discussing more in the course, especially in the on the physical level. And I would give you 2 steps. Well, first of all, I would notice, what's your frequency like? How do you feel? Is your frequency, your energy level, like high or low? Because if it's low, of course, you are like feeling tired, exhausted, frustrated, angry, or whatever like is coming through. So I will give you a second step, and that's self-care. How are you doing with your self-care? How do you look after yourself? What practices do you have to practice these self-care? Oh my God.
Routines. Yeah. Routines, and really give to yourself. And you know what? As I'm listening to that, I absolutely love it, because there's a part of me that, just like me from a few years ago, who would be just so triggered by what you're saying. It's like, my problem is out there. What you're telling me is not helping me. It really is, because it starts from within you. And that's what we're trying to fix. That's why people are in this hamster wheel of like, but I'm not getting the result that I want. It's like, of course you're not, because you're trying to fix the outside. And how has that been working for you? You can't control the outside. You can't control other people. It begins with your own frequency. And for some of you who may be watching this and like, I have no idea what frequency is. And is that something that like I just have to feel into, and that I'm like a slave to, or is it that I can shift? It is definitely something that you can shift, but that shift begins with awareness. And this is why Yudita said the first step of just become aware where your frequency is. So self-sabotage is likelier to happen when we're low frequency, when we feel in this fight or flight, we don't feel safe, we have fear. It's fear guiding us rather than love. This is why you need to address that first step of just, can you feel your frequency? Now, learning to be in control of your frequency is a whole other topic. And this is something that we're going to be going deep in with the course, teaching you how to, because there are 4 levels to this. We're going to be going through all the 4 levels. We're also going to be going into really understanding your subconscious by opening up the dream world and how to read your subconscious, how to decode the different symbols and signs, so you can really skyrocket your personal growth, so you can go through this process in a much simpler and faster way. So this is something that we're going to be going in the course with. Check out, the link is below if you want more information. If you want to sign up, there is an early bird price if you're interested in this. And there's just so much goodness, and we put so much energy in creating this because we both know, I mean, you tell me, how was it for you, working on your own without a coach when you first started?
Yeah, well, it was really hard. I didn't even know what the self-care means. So I'm actually wondering, let us know down below what self-care
Ooh.
like means for you. Is it just that you go and buy a
Like a
nice
spa, and
polish or a
yeah,
spa, or what it is? What does it mean like
yeah.
when you actually go really deep into the self-care? Because I remember that I was just like doing things which were which were outside, kind of on the outside level, but I wasn't really doing them on the inside level, on the
Yeah.
from the inner self. Yeah, so
I
let
actually
us
have a lot of
know.
clients that even when we do go into the self-care, there is still this, they kind of start doing it and they're like, okay, but I'm doing it to check off the boxes. It's like, no, it has to be a whole body experience. And again, for you not to fall into this trap, we're covering this in the course on the 4 levels. But yeah, and just, I remember when you were saying about self-care, and I remember hearing the common teacher that we have, and she was saying the importance of self-care, and I was like, that's cute, but how is that actually going to solve my problems? Like, I have actual problems. I don't have time for self-care. Like, okay, yeah, I get maintenance, whatever. But like, can we actually do something about it? And I want to, if you're watching this and this is how you're feeling, I want to just bring you to your breath. It's in the being. The doing comes from the being. Can you allow that? Because I mean, at the very least, your ego, your mind has been going into the doing all the time. How well is that working out for you? Just even from that, right? Einstein's definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting different results. So why don't you try being for a little while? And again, sign up for the course. We're teaching literally that, walking you through every step, and we're really holding that space for you. We thank you for watching. We thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.